everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the Raw Convo with the real Sherry Kondo.
Real Sherry Kondo.
That's right.
To the gym.
All right, and we are excited to be here with you today.
Yeah.
And every time we do this.
Every time.
That's right. To our weekly Raw conversation. And we're excited to be together with you.
Hope your Thanksgiving was great.
Yes.
We had a great time. We
Definitely.
ate, really, that's all you do.
That's
and we
right.
watched a ton of football. So
Absolutely.
It was fun.
And woke up full for the next 3 days.
You know
Still
how
full
it is.
every morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's incredible. So hope the same was for you. So just a few announcements for you. Make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe and let us know your thoughts on the Raw Convo as well as Raw Business Interviews. We have interviews that are up there at YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. We have some new ones coming out.
Yes.
And so if as you subscribe, you'll be the first to receive those interviews. And they've been powerful, great interviews with local entrepreneurs that definitely what they are saying will make a difference in your business and in your life. So good. So good.
So good. Such great stuff.
All right. One other announcement?
Hey, we're having a conference.
That's right.
Woo! Okay, so January 11th, 2020 is right around the corner. Literally yesterday, New Year's Day is 30 days away. So today would be recovery from that. Technically, 30 days from now, you'll be recovering from the new year. And so on the 11th, we're going to kick off the new year with a one-day Super Saturday conference. And we have multiple speakers lined up, vendors. We're so excited. Tickets are only $59.
$59? $59. I mean, that doesn't even get you a night out on the town.
No way. That's like one night of pizza from Pizza Hut.
Oh, that's right.
If you're feeding people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. So
$59 change your life. And so you'll find those at eventbrite.com, eventbrite, B-R-I-T-E, one word, .com, and it is in Plano, Texas. So if you're nearby within like 3-hour drive,
that's right.
Come on
you
down.
You need to be there.
3-hour flight, whatever, if you need help, knowing where to stay.
That's right.
Hit me up, I'll help you out.
That's right.
But so excited about it.
Yep.
It's going to be
the speakers are going to be so powerful.
It's going to be full of energy,
That's
information, and really it's launching the new year, launching your business forward, really putting together some pieces that move the needle, move you forward. Because we're not just launching a new year.
That's right.
We're launching
a new decade.
That's
right.
You have a lot to prepare for.
That's right.
Let's do it together.
All right. Very good. Very good. Oh, coffee. Make sure you grab your coffee, water, whatever it is.
Today,
Toast to you.
Elastigirl.
That's
We're on it.
Superman. That's right. All right. Make sure you grab your coffee. Get ready to go. Here we go.
All right. This week on our Instagram, I put up a post from Brene Brown. If you do not follow her, you should. Read everything she has, listen to everything she has. It's life-changing.
Brene Brown.
Hashtag Brene Brown.
That's right.
Like Renee with a B, Brene. All right.
Yep.
And now we got that out.
That's right. So here's the quote. I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
All right, because if I don't read it, I'll mess it up. Those of you that know me, I mess up quotes all the time.
It's all right.
Every time. So here we go. All right. You can choose courage or comfort, but you can't have both at the same time. Let me read to you again. You can choose courage or comfort, but you can't have both at the same time.
Yep. Now, Brene, she is a vulnerability researcher. And so what she's talking about is being courageous in conversation, being courageous in relationships, being courageous with people. But I think that then spills over to our work life. So since we, on this broadcast. Thank you. I was going to say podcast, but or broadcast. We are talking about your business life, and so I like that. I love this quote. I love Brene Brown. If you haven't noticed yet, and this also to me symbolized really kind of our work life. That I can lean back on what I've done before and I can be comfortable, but there's no courage in that. And when I need to move forward, it takes a level of change and courage and uncomfort to move on, to get past. And I think both are necessary. If you're going to live in a courageous time,
Yep.
that is for a time.
That's right.
That is for a time. So you are out, you're working, you're making decisions, you're changing things, you're meeting people, you're doing things that require a level of courage to accomplish them. But there is a time when that can slow down. You can slow down and you can be comfortable for a little bit, but then you have to get out of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes just getting out of that requires a level of courage. But you have to move out of that into a place of courage, of work, of pushing yourself again, and then slow down and you repeat.
I think, I just want to look at a little bit on the comfort side.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about comfort and for the, again, many of you have heard me say, life, you can be comfortable. You can try to be comfortable. You can try, maybe you're working in a very comfortable position. You're in a very comfortable position in life.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is that things are going to happen, and you're going to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right? Even in the most comfortable place in life, there are very many moments of uncomfortableness.
Sure.
And so one of the things that I often say, and to those again that plugged in with us, and you've heard me say, get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mm.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because you're going to be uncomfortable no matter what.
Right.
So it's kind of like that saying, I think many of you have heard, one thing is hard, another thing is hard, and you get to choose your heart. Right?
Wow.
So same thing,
Yeah.
right? It's going to be uncomfortable one way or another. Choose your uncomfortableness.
Yep.
And in that uncomfortableness, you walk in courage.
Yeah. It's funny as you say that. We have 3 children, and one of them, whose name I won't mention, but I do only have one of she is not comfortable in uncomfortable things. And to the point that she's moody and grumpy a lot, because there's change happening or there's things happening that she hasn't taken control of, so now they're controlling her, and she's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know who you are if you're listening to this. I love you. I feel like some of her grumpiness or her anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Just
anxiety would be good.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
not grumpy.
being anxious. Yeah.
Her anxiety comes from being uncomfortable and not knowing how to live with it.
Yeah.
Not knowing how to be comfortable with what's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Her work schedule changes, and that wasn't on the schedule, that wasn't planned, and now she's anxious about it because she is uncomfortable.
Well, let's go do a sidebar here for a second. Sidebar, and let's go back to when she was a baby.
Oh, good Lord Jesus.
Okay,
this girl.
so when she was a baby, if there were a specific pair of sheets in her crib.
Yellow sheet.
That
kind of a flannel yellow.
Yeah, flannel yellow sheets that and they were comfortable.
Yeah.
And if you switched out those, tell us what would happen.
One night, I changed the sheet. I took the yellow ones off, and I put on some, I specifically remember they had Mickey Mouse on them. And Jim goes to put her to bed, and he's going to lay her down, and she sees the sheet, and she does this like she's got all of her legs and arms spread out. She's screaming. She is not going to the bed. Yeah. And Chip's like, what is going on? I don't understand. We didn't know.
Yeah.
That she had a nightmare in her bed. Like, we're coming up with all the things.
Yeah.
And she is just wigging out. So I don't know how I figured it out. I don't know. Maybe I just went and got this sheet because we were like, I don't know. Maybe it's this sheet. We put the sheet on.
Right to bed. Right to bed.
Right to bed. Yeah. She is like months old. I'm not even, maybe 6 months old.
Yeah.
10 months old, maybe. She's months old.
It was a level of comfort. And so.
She's 24 now.
Yeah.
She might still have that set of sheets.
So.
Sorry, sister.
Yeah,
just kidding.
We're just putting out laundry for her out there.
Just throwing you out there.
But, here's the thing. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes.
And in that uncomfortableness, you got to take, you can try to take the quote unquote easier way of trying to become comfortable.
Right.
How do I get back to this comfort level of just trying to be comfortable?
Right. That's good.
Or you can have courage.
You have to have courage because trying to get back to being comfortable means that you go backwards. You're not moving forward.
That's good.
That's not where we want to be.
Right.
So, and then I also want to just clarify that not being comfortable or being comfortable in the uncomfortable is not the same as chaos.
Right.
Being uncomfortable just means you're stretching yourself to doing the next thing.
That's right.
But if your environment is chaotic, I would not say get comfortable in chaos.
Right.
Like that's a whole different problem.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So today we would say get comfortable, be uncomfortable, be courageous to move forward. The new year is coming.
That's right.
You can't do, really quite frankly, we can't do anything the way we've always done it. People use that like we've always done it this way, and really that can never be true.
That's right.
Because as soon as there's one little change, if there's a change in person in the office, or if there's a change in season, things are done differently. And so really the idea that we've always done it this way doesn't exist.
Right.
The minute there's a slight change, it's a different process. And so don't go back. Don't try to go back to the last time it was comfortable. Keep moving on. Have the courage to move on and be comfortable, uncomfortable.
That's right. That's good. That's good.
What else?
Well, give us this thought here that talking about sitting and running at the same time.
Well, so that was kind of how I saw it in my mind, was being comfortable, being comfortable or being courageous. The analogy would be, this would be like trying to sit down and run at the same time. You can't be comfortable and courageous at the same time. Courage, being courageous and having courage to do something.
Right.
It takes no courage at all to sit.
Right.
But it does take courage to run. And so the parallel, trying to do both at the same time, that's where my mind was going.
That's good. That's good. And courage, taking courage is an action. Yes. Right? I'm kind of thinking about that.
We should have looked it up.
But I mean, I can sit here all day, sitting here thinking, well, I'm courageous. I'm a courageous guy or whatever. We're courageous for whatever we're doing in life.
But it's only seen in motion.
In motion.
Courage is only seen in motion.
It's doing something in spite of how you feel, if you have negative feelings for it, or it's doing something.
Well, I don't know if it's scared, about negative feelings,
or if you're scared of doing something.
Sure.
Then but you do it anyway. It took courage to do that.
Yes. Right.
So or if you're unsure of something, maybe unsure.
Yeah.
Maybe fear. I would say unsure. Yeah. I mean, it can go as deep as fear, but sure. Standing strong.
So, okay, something that I'm not afraid, not scared, afraid of, I'm unsure of is creating Facebook ads.
Okay.
So, it will take a level of courage for me to sit down, create the ad, write the content, write a book.
Right.
Like, these things aren't scary.
Right.
But
Well, there's a.
It does take a level of courage. I'm thinking as I'm talking. You can probably smell that happening. That I'm thinking while I'm talking. So yeah, it takes courage to do something you haven't done before. Doesn't necessarily mean you were afraid of it.
Well, I think there's a fear of doing it wrong.
Sure.
There's a fear.
Well, not everybody has that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not everybody has a fear of doing things wrong.
Right. Huh. All right. Well, we're all thinking this up together.
Tell us what you're thinking.
Tell us what you think about courage.
I know someone's going to look up in the dictionary what courage means and give us the definition.
Right.
Thank you for that.
And you're going to see a meme about courage or
Appreciate that.
something.
That's great.
Yeah.
But I want to know your personal thoughts on it. I'm sure Webster has a thought on it, but I want to know your thoughts. What did it take for you to be courageous? What has it taken for you to be uncomfortable? And when you are sitting comfortably, are you progressing?
Yeah.
I guess.
That's good.
Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, because we talk a lot about the seasons. There is a time for rest. There is a time to recover. We work in seasons. We plant our businesses in seasons, and there is a harvest and there is a rest. And so I'm not saying that when you're comfortable, first of all, some people aren't comfortable at rest.
Oh.
So that's another conversation.
Have the courage to rest?
Have the courage to rest. Hey, that's a thing.
Oh, that's a thing. That's
I
good.
do know people that need the courage to rest.
That's good.
So being comfortable and being courageous doesn't mean constantly working. But being courageous to do something you haven't done before, or move out of what is comfortable, stepping into the next thing, it takes courage for that.
Yeah.
So I think, golly, we could talk about this for a long time.
That's good.
I feel like the onion layers are peeling off.
That's good.
Hey, go get your ticket for the Raw Business Super Saturday one-day conference.
That's right.
And that is at Eventbrite.
Yep.
It is Saturday the 11th from 10 to 3, but registration's at 9:30. So come early, check in, have coffee, hang out.
Yep. Get your ticket now.
Oh, it's gonna be the best day.
Space is limited. It's at a location where
Chamber of Commerce, Plano Chamber of Commerce. Super easy to get to.
Yep.
High style location. It's amazing.
Yeah,
So
it's
excited.
Be a great time.
We're sponsored by Legacy Texas Bank.
Yep.
So proud of that.
Yep.
And
there is a link to get your tickets at the Real Sherry Condo Facebook page.
Yes.
So go to the Real Sherry Condo on Facebook and
come join us.
And then
It's
the event
going to be awesome.
page is there. So click that.
Lunch is
Get your
included.
tickets. Lunch included. Swag bag. And it's just going to be an incredible time. Great lineup of speakers. So excited about the speakers. And it's going to be a great time. So,
Yes.
All right. Make sure to go to YouTube, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let us know what you thought of today's discussion of this Raw Convo about courage versus comfort.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Have an incredible week. Go out and make it happen. Be blessed. We love y'all.
Beautiful
Bye-bye.
day. Bye-bye.